Hello, hello. It is Thursday, October 8th, and I am Tony Tesler, and we're going to stamp some stuff today. Let me just, again, try to pull my video up. Okay. Hi, Carrie. Alright, I think I've got it. That seemed pretty quick, which is unusual. So, okay, we're gonna go with it. So I've noticed still this past week, whenever I'm watching videos, it'll cut out on Facebook. It'll cut out and it'll say, you know, it's a black screen, says we're having trouble showing this video, and I have to reload it. So that may happen. I hope not, but it's really no control. Okay, so today, first I want to show you two cards that I got in the mail. Before I go any further, this is what I'm using today, is Gather Together. I love the pumpkin and this leaf and the dies, and I just don't use it enough, so I'll come back to that. But cards I got in the mail. I got this really pretty cardinal from a friend of mine, Diane, and then she's got one of these red, looks like it got chopped off, but the eyeball was a red rhinestone. Maybe I'm gonna have to pick that off and put a new one on. But she did the brick and mortar embossing folder and the poinsettia papers, and that is, I like it. That's really pretty. And I like these colors, real red and old olive, and those come right from the paper pack, for sure. So that is cute. Well, not cute, that's pretty. The other one, so I've been getting these digital, I've been downloading a lot of digital things, which is basically a PDF that you print out and then you color it. You print it out on watercolor paper or the thick Whisper White. So I've gotten a bunch from this girl, Ann Corbier Scott Designs, and she sent me this card and with a little sticker in it and saying thanks for supporting her. So she made a sticker out of one of her designs, and I've seen a bunch of designers are doing this now. They're making these stickers, and I don't know how they do it, but it's really cool. That's pretty, this is really thick. I don't know what I'm going to use it on. But how pretty is this picture? I mean, this design. And I've got this, I've already bought this one. So, and I really don't know what this shimmery stuff is. And it's like she's pounced it on there. I'm going to have to ask for more info. But just last week, I downloaded her latest fall one, and I've printed this out. This one's called Patricia. And I just like her things. Everything comes with, it's a PDF, so you can't change the sizing or anything. You just print it out and go. But they each have a slimline and an A2, and then something that you can just cut out, and then a couple of greetings. So I print this out on my laser printer. I did it on two different kinds of watercolor paper, and one has more lumps than the other. But I'm going to give this a go this weekend. I'm going to do some watercoloring. Hey, Gail, from your busy desk. Yeah, I want to talk to you later about how your sale went the other day, because I could only pop in off and on since I was still at work. So I couldn't really watch the whole thing, but we'll talk later. So anyway, I'm saying these are the designs I'm going to work with from Ann Corbier Scott, and I'm going to paint those up this weekend. And that's her card she sent me. I love it. All this shimmer and sparkle. Extremely well, good. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I know that was a lot of work for you. But yeah, I still want to talk to you about it. Like, maybe we can do a Facebook room this weekend or something, so we can like talk. Maybe see if Sue can chime in and if Virginia's available. Whoever. All right. So today, I showed you my cards. Thanks again for all the sharing, for the last 2 weeks when I had all my prizes that I was giving away. I don't have any prizes today, but I really did appreciate the sharing, and all those have been mailed out, and I really am thankful. So continue, if you like it or love it, like give me a heart or a thumbs up or something, but we'll see as I'm bound to have more stuff as I get more cleaning out done in my room. So today we are using Gathered Together, like I brought that in, and basically I'm going to be using this leaf and the Wishing You Well. I really like this leaf, and the dies. So I haven't done a whole lot with these dies. These are the kind that you cut them out and it embosses them already. And I've got some extras. So it like cuts and embosses at the same time. And I really like that. There is some sort of, there's like a rubber piece or something you can put in your Big Shot, and I guess it makes the embossing deeper or something. But I just run these through with no extra padding, and I think it's fine for me. So, I mean, I'm happy with it. Let's say that. All right, so I'm also going to be using the Plaid Tidings paper because A, it's on sale this month, and B, it's cool. I love it. It's not just for holidays. Like, it's not just for Halloween or fall. Some of these we can use, some of these we can use for winter or Valentine's. And some of these black and white and brown ones, those can be year-round. I really like this, the cinnamon cider, and then the peacock. Yeah, like you'd think black and orange Halloween, not necessarily. That can be used other times. This one I really like, very bold. The yellow, again, year-round. Blue, year-round. And then these Sahara. And I've used that one before. I like the pink and orange together. I really like that. So yeah, these are very versatile, I think. And I love plaid, so I'm glad that they're on sale. So let's get to it. I'm gonna need this one. I already cut out some of my pieces. Well, actually, I'll just set this here. All right, so the first card that I'm gonna make. Hi, Patricia. Hey, Sue. So the first card I'm gonna make, I'm actually gonna doll up the envelope too. And I'm gonna show you how this works. This is all from one piece of the 6x6 paper. All right, so we've got our envelope. This time I'm going to use this piece that has the Blackberry Bliss, and I'm going to use the Mango Melody, and again the Cajun Craze. So similar to this. So I've got this piece. Whoa. All right, so let me put this off kind of in front of me so I can see. So I've got my Blackberry Bliss, regular size, 8.5 by 5.5. Fold it in half. All right, and then Mango Melody, 5.25 by 4 inches. 2.5 inch circle. I've already embossed with the Wrapped in Texture folder, and that's from the holiday catalog. It's the 2-pack. This one has like the dots, and then this one has like the weave, and these are like 3.5 inches wide. Ooh, there's some schmutz on there. But those are very versatile too. I like that. So I punched the circle first and then ran it through. And actually, I don't know if you can see in this one the detail, but this one I used the hammered metal folder that we got last year and carried back over. So I like that one for texture too. And like I said, I've already die cut these bits, these leaves. 6x6 piece of paper. So I'm gonna get my cutter out. And, oh, How did that end up? We're not even using that today. I don't know how that ended up on top of my trash. All right, so since the Mango Melody piece is 4 inches by 5 1/4, I'm gonna cut this one down just 1/8. So I'm going 3 7/8. Okay, and then 5 1/8. And we're going to use all 3 of these pieces. So this is a good way to use a 6x6 sheet of paper completely. I'll bring this back in. So we've got our main piece, then this little piece that we cut off, stick that right in the middle, right on the inside. Then, I mean, I think it kind of ties it all together. And then we'll use this last piece for the envelope. So just a good way to use all that. All right, and actually just to get this out of the way, I'm gonna do the envelope first. So what I like to do is run the tape on my envelope flap right on all the edges and in the middle. All right, now to make sure I'm getting this like all straight and flush, I kind of butt them up together like this and then tilt up, and that is a perfect edge. Oh, you love my nails? Yeah, totally. I love them too. All right, now see how this hangs over a little bit and on the sides? So I'm going to trim the sides, and I'm just trimming the sides up completely straight. Like, I'm not going to worry about this angle here. All right, and again, straight. And then this little piece off the edge, I'm going to bring my cutter back in, and I'm just going to cut that off. No one's ever going to know. No one's ever going to miss it. So I want the side of my envelope flat, and I'm just hanging this off enough to trim that white part off. So there we go. So that's our envelope finished. And that little piece of paper went somewhere. All right, now let's get to the card. So we've got our envelope ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and tack this down. Onto the Mango Melody. All right, sometimes I have to be quiet when I'm trying to concentrate, but that looks straight. And I'm going to glue this circle on. And I put it close to the right side and then up maybe that much. Most of it's going to get covered up, but I liked it, you know, just enough is peeking out. I really love this Mango Melody. All right, and I am going to pop this up, but for now I need to do some stamping. So embossing buddy, I'm going to stamp and emboss in gold. And it seems like everything is in my way right now. And where did that embossing buddy go? Oh, right here. So I'm going to emboss the leaf. So on this one, I did tone on tone with the Cajun Craze. And you can see that very nicely because the Cajun Craze is, you know, the paper's light enough. But this Blackberry Bliss, I just think was a little dark. So I want to emboss the leaf and the greeting in gold. So let's get my nice, pretty, still clearish Versamark pad. And I'm going to stamp both of these and then heat them up. And I did hand cut the greeting, so I'm not worried where it lands. Alright, let's put that there. Let me get my coffee filter and And my gold embossing powder. Yeah, so these nails really caught the, when I was driving to work yesterday, they caught the sunlight just right, and they were like such a pretty shade of purple. I loved it. All right, now, bear with me while I get my heat gun going. Coffee. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to hand cut these. I mean, at least the greeting. I'm going to drag out my little tiny die cut machine. Put this away. So for the greeting, yeah, I really am just eyeballing. I want it kind of close. And I'm going to rip the sides, but I do like to cut it just so I kind of use that as my measure to make sure I'm still going straight, you know, up and down. All right, so rip it like that. Now I'm going to trim this a little bit, not a ton, just because I want to make it sure it fits on my little sidekick here. Which I haven't heard any word about when the small die cut machines are going to be available. I mean, I think it's still the end of the year. Maybe December, but maybe January. I don't know. Gail or Sue, have either of you girls heard? I haven't heard a peep about it. Alright, so I need this here. And I need my die. So I line these up. And it barely fits, but that's all I need. I do like a little, so I got a used up Post-it note. All right, now I'm gonna force this in. And again, this machine is, the cranking is backwards. I'm cranking it this way to make the thing go that way. So I hope the new Stampin' Up! One is not really like that. I don't understand it at all. All right, put this away, or at least over here for a minute. So I've got my gold embossed Blackberry Bliss, and let's start building this. So this one I just glued down. I do like how the gold emboss stands out a little bit more. So I just glued this down. And I'm going to go in the same kind of design that I used before. Alright, and then I pop these up. Excuse me, sorry. Ugh. Oh yeah, I like that. So let's use a couple of dimensionals. And then I'm adding a little bit of the braided linen trim. I know you do want it, Gail. When can we get it? Have you heard any more? I mean, I try to pay attention, but I haven't really heard anything. All right, I'm gonna leave that like that. And let's get this. So I couldn't decide on the braided linen trim or the new embroidered trim that's in the holiday catalog. My roll is not handy, but I've got an extra bow that I tied. This I just thought was too thick for that, where I wanted it to go. So that's why that didn't make the cut. So I'm just going to make tie a bow by hand. I do a loop and around and through, and then just pull the ends, pull this tight, and then trim the bangs. Boop. All right, and then I'm not done with this braided linen because I'm gonna use it again. All right, now I'm just gonna do a little glue dot. So again, peel the paper back and I stick the bow right on the glue dot and pull it off and stick it down. And then rip that off. I feel like looking at that, yep, my bangs did not get trimmed evenly. That bothers me. All right, and then I'll put my greeting like right here. Wishing you well. Let's use 2 of these little bits. Yeah, I really am digging the Blackberry Bliss and the mango. All right, and then I want to use the back. I want to use some of this big foam that I have. I did finally get my order that has the foam sheets that Stampin' Up! Sells. But I don't want to use that for this purpose. Those sheets are $8. You get 4 of them. So I'm going to save those for things like die cutting, letters, or small things. Like, I don't want to... I could take a whole sheet and use it on one card. I mean, that's like $2, so ugh, I don't really want to do that. But it does have its purpose. All right, let me mount this hopefully straight. Yep. Oof, yeah. See, that's pretty, don't you think? I love it. All right, now we'll put the inside in. And then I'm gonna put this little leftover strip right down at the bottom. And like I said, I mean, that really just ties everything in. And it's still got that same 1/8 inch border. So yeah, I think that's a good way to use a 6x6 piece of paper and use the entire thing. Hi, Barbara from Connecticut. I just saw that. Oh, and then I wanted to finish with, I couldn't decide between gilded gems and the gold glitter enamel dots. And so I went with the gold glitter dots on this one. This one, I think it really does need the gilded gems because this just seems darker, brighter, I don't know, something. Like, I think these gilded gems are gonna stand out better. So let's do a big one right down here. Oh yeah, I'm already liking this better. And then we'll do 2 little ones. Or, no, a little one and a medium one. How about we use all the sizes? Okay. I'm gonna get these back before I put them away. Okay. So there we have it. So slight difference with the gilded gems on this one and the embossed leaf versus the gold glitter dots, enamel dots, and no embossing on the leaf. But I like them both. So, and that they have an envelope, it's all ready to go. So I'm gonna set these aside. I'm gonna use these. Thanks, Peg. Yes, Barbara, for Thanksgiving, definitely. Yep. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so in between our next project, I want to show you Christmas card class. So I'm doing different styles of Christmas card classes, like a couple of different ways. Some are just by video, some are going to be on Zoom. This is the next batch of Christmas cards on Zoom. So this is, the information's on my blog. The RSVP I need by Monday because I'm sending stuff out next week. I've got to order it, express ship it, cut stuff. We're Zooming the following Saturday. And I wish I had my calendar in front of me. But whatever date, the 16th I mail them out. So it was the Saturday after that, the week after that. But these will be the cards. So we're doing 12 cards. It's 4 designs, 3 cards each. Now this one, I only showed one of the brushed metal metallic foil prints, but your 3 cards will be 1 in each foil print. And I am using the In the Pine stamp set, but you can use any tree stamp and any greeting that will fit these pieces. So all the die cutting and embossing is done for you. You're really just stamping little bits and putting it together. This one, I'm using the brick mortar folder. You'll be embossing this piece and the greeting. So again, whatever tree set you have that would fit that. This one, so whatever tree set you have that you could cut out. You know, I stamped some in different colors, and then there's one to die cut. Or actually, I will, no, I'm not going to die cut this one because I don't know. I want you to match your stamps. And then the final one, this is some of this paper that's actually gold and red foil on the back, but then it's black and white on one side. So sponge some crumb cake. You'll get this die cut already. And then whatever stamp you use, we'll stamp it and then stamp it again to die cut it or hand cut it, whatever you need to do. And then do you notice that they all have champagne rhinestones? That's because you're gonna get a pack of those with your kit. So that, I need RSVPs by Monday. That is called Christmas Card Session number 2. That's for October. And I'm gonna have another one in November, and then the very first week in December, like last minute stuff. So one every month, September, October, November, December. So that's coming up. All right, actually one more bit of coffee. Next, I want to make a box, a gift box. And I like to use the Designer Series paper for this because I think it ends up being a good size box, the 6x6, and I'm going to use this side. So let me show you the math. All right. So I've said before when I do boxes, with this style, when you have a lid and a bottom, either the lid has to be a teeny bit bigger or the bottom has to be a teeny bit smaller. Like if they're both the same exact size, it pinches when you try to put it together. So since my Designer Series paper, I don't want to cut this. I want to use this entirely. So that's 6x6. So we'll say top. So I'm going to do a 1-inch border. I mean flap. So the part hanging down the side is going to be 1 inch. So since this is 6x6, that means our box lid is going to be 4x4 with 1-inch borders. Now for the bottom, same idea. This particular style, I want the box bottom to show on the lid. So that means those side pieces have to be taller than 1 inch. and I've actually decided I want them to be 1 3/4 inch. So same design, but this is 1 3/4, 1 3/4. Now I'm going to put 4 here in the less than, because to me that means I want to cut this at a smidge under that. So 1 3/4, 4, 1 3/4, that is 7 1/2. And that's going to be the same here. So 7 1/2 by 7 1/2 minus a 1/16, because I want that to be a smidge smaller. So is that really 8/16? So that's 7/16. 8/16 is a half minus a 1/16. 7 1/16. Yeah. All right. And then we're going to score at 1 3/4 on all 4 sides. 1 inch on the top, 1 3/4 inch on the bottom. And you can replay that later and slow it down if it doesn't make a whole bunch of sense. I apologize. All right, so let's bring this in. So the lid, I want this to be, oh, whoops. I hit my iPad wrong. So I'm going to do 1 inch. Now I turn it and do the score marks all on the left-hand side. Not critical for this top piece, but definitely critical on the bottom piece. All right, so see here, that's 7 1/2, but I actually cut it down 1/16, so it's not quite, it's like it cut that score mark right out. All right, so 1 3/4, turn it, 1 3/4, turn it, 1 3/4, turn it, and 1 3/4. All right, now square box. So on the score line, I'm going to cut on the left side of that score line and then come in here at a little bit of an angle. And on this side, I want to cut on the right-hand side of the score line. And I'm going all the way up to that line and again, angle it. Now I'm going to turn it around, 180 degrees or whatever, same thing. Left side and an angle, and right side and an angle. All right, now we're gonna fold all these up. So this size box is gonna be good for, this is actually gonna be for my brother. His birthday is not until November, but I wanted to use these colors. But obviously you can put a gift card in it, which that's what I'm doing. But then you can also, it'll be big enough to put some treats in. All right, now I like to use sticky strip for this. So I want my flaps, they're gonna come up like this. All right, so I'm gonna flip it just because it's easier for me, because I want to put this sticky strip down. Whoops, that flew right off. All right, so I'm going to put it on the flaps like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the lid. Excuse me. All right, so I can't tell exactly if my comments seem to stop. I never know if that's me, like if that's my device, or if that's the internet, Facebook, or if they just really stopped. So hopefully if anybody has a question or something, just let me know. All right, now let's try to peel this off without much drama. You know, that's always, oh, here we go. I love this stuff, but sometimes, ugh. So Gail and Sue, how warm is it down there? Because I tell you, here in Maryland, it was 80 degrees yesterday, and I am over it. Over it. It's October, for crying out loud. Alright, I'll get these little bits right in the trash so they don't stick to me, which they're already doing. Alright, now let's bring these flaps up. And I can tell I had something a little bit off. That's good enough. So that tape was hanging off the edge there a little, so I had to roll it up. Okay, good. So that's our box, the bottom. So see, that's 1 3/4 inch deep. That's pretty roomy. 94 and humid. Ugh. Yeah, the humidity is terrible. I wonder when it's going to start cooling down there for you. Or is that just not normal for this time of year? 88. Ugh. Yikes. Alright, so I scored this. I'm going to have to do the same thing. Cut it and make the flaps. I will say, with the plaid, it is hard to see. So I'm going to flip it over to this side. Just because I can see it better. There's always going to be, but sometimes the score mark landed like right on a plaid mark. So this is going to be tricky. All right, I think it's there. Hope for the best. So I'm cutting it. All right, and then here. Man. Why did I think this was such a pretty piece? All right. All right, I really do just have to hope for the best with this. There I go. Phew. All right, so again, I'm gonna fold up. Fold with my bone folder. Hi, Fran. Now with this style box, how the top is not as, it doesn't hang down as much as the bottom, I don't feel the need to make those, you know how you cut like a 1/2 inch circle or so out of the side pieces of this. I don't feel like I have to do that because you can grip it just fine. All right, flip this over so I can get my tape on here. And I need little smaller pieces. And a couple more. Ooh, I need to tape that down. And 2 more. I love making these size boxes by using a 6x6. Plus it's not so flimsy. I don't ever make the box bottoms with the designer paper because that's not sturdy enough. But I definitely use it to make the tops. Oops, I can't because I feel like the tops, the box tops, that's not really holding anything in. That's just a lid. That did not want to come off. Ugh. There we go. Sometimes frustrating. All right, 2 more little pieces of this. There we go. All right, now same thing. I'm just gonna fold these flaps up and they will meet and make a nice crisp corner. All right, that one, I did not get that one put down right. See how that's hanging up a little bit more? There's no way I'm gonna be able to pick that up, so I'm just gonna have to chop it off and hope it fits still. All right. So now this shouldn't matter. Ooh, I like that. So I like a nice snug fit, and that's what I've got here. The key to that is the tops and bottoms being just a 1/16 inch different on one side and the other side. Like, you know, west and north. Because if they are the same, this box will go in and it'll pinch. Like, you'll get the lid on, but it'll end up looking like that. So that's how you know it's not quite the right size. But I love it. Sometimes they'll fit a little different depending on the angle. Nope, that's still good too. Perfect. I love it. But see how, you know, we've got some of the bottom color showing. That's why I like this size box, or this style. So, all right. Now, I am going to tie that. I do want to make a little tag to go with this. All right, so I'm going to start with I'm actually going to use the Itty Bitty birthday set. I'm done with this. And I want to use the fancy tag topper punch. This was new with this catalog, and it's a 2-inch piece. You cut a 2-inch wide strip. I'm right-handed, so I do need to punch this way. We have several of these, and I just can't say no to them. I keep buying all the different styles because I like them. That's all there is to that. Now, I like to always, I want to rip it, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that, because this is going to hang off like this. And I'm going to do a little bit of, this one I haven't really planned out. I'm going to rub that edge directly from my ink pad. That gets a lot of ink, but that's okay. All right, now where'd that set go? So on the awesome, because I saw that, I am going to next make a small card that's going to go inside the box, and I've already got that cut. So on the tag, I want it to be something, just something little. So let's go to Cheers to You. Now this is a way that I've organized my little stamps. I try to arrange them in the case the way that they are on the way that they show on the picture outside. So that way I know, like, oh, there, and I know I can look and it should be right there. So that's just something I do. Not critical. All right, this, I grabbed an entirely wrong size block. But so this one, I want it to still use the leaves. So I'm going to stamp the leaf. And then I'm gonna stamp the leaf in Versamark, and then I'm gonna stamp the Cheers to You like right on top of it. And then I'm gonna die cut the leaf. So I need my little, I don't know if I grabbed the right size paper. Nope. Oh wait, here we go. All right, so still again with the Versamark that I put away. And I'm using Versamark because I don't have, this is Seaside Spray paper, and I don't have that ink pad. So I'm going to use the Versamark because I want the tone-on-tone look anyway. All right, so stamping that. And I actually want to clean that off like right now. And then I'll come back to that. And then I'm going to stamp the Cheers to You right on this. So my idea is I'm just going to cut this leaf out and have it at a jaunty angle popped up on that tag. Okay, so that's about what I wanted. I'm going to put this back. Yeah, Fran, I love the plaid too. That's what I was saying, especially this pack. Like, it's so like year-round and versatile, I think. Oh, all right. Let's get my little cutter back. Now I'm just trimming around this so it fits in my cutter. And I don't know what I did with my, oh, here we go, with my little Post-it note. So I'm just eyeballing, getting this to where I think it's straight. Sometimes it's just hard to tell. Okay, tape that down. So this tag is pretty simple, not much to it. I just wanted to do a little inking, you know, on the edges, and then I'm going to add this leaf, and then that'll be about it. All right, get this out of the way. I feel like I need more texture there. I need something there, and I cannot find the stamp set that I just had. My Gather Together stamps. Oh, here it is. Okay. Shoot. All right. So I feel like I'm gonna use this little dots, this little backgrounders. And I'm going to do some stamping off. Because I do want some bits darker and some lighter. That'll fit right in that corner. Okay, good. That's all I want. That was too plain. Now I'm going to pop this up. I actually think I could go in here with a sponge dauber. Do I have any of those handy? because I could make the edges of this leaf a little bit, they should stand out a little bit more. Oh wait, here's some. Alright, this is actually new, but I just found them, and I mean new to me. In my cleaning out stuff, I found it. I don't know how many years old it is. Alright, so let's give this, yeah. The only trouble I have is getting into these corners on the inside, so I'm just going to get it as best as I can. But that definitely gives it a little bit more pop. And do I care that leaves aren't really blue? Nope. I just like that it matches my box. Alright, and then I will rinse this out. So that's going to go like right there. Yep. Let's just use this one too. All right. Now that one, yep. Like it. So I want to tie this tag with a little bit of the braided trim. And this is how I do, loop it, go through the front, pull the tails through. So it's gonna hang like that. I go ahead and knot this. If I can get all my fingers through there. Alright, that almost did not go. I'm going to trim that off a little bit. And then, so I've got this little loop. Then I will bring this, I'll tie it around here. And I'm just going to cut off like that much. Now I'm going to tie this, but know that next we're making a card. I would put the card inside the box with the gift before I tied this. But for me, I'm just going to set this off to the side for a month and I'll untie it. All right, so I've got one, tied it once, and I've put my finger there. Oops. Now this is where I'll fish this through. Like from the back, and then I give it another tie. And however you attach your tags, that's, we all do it different, but I like it to really be, I don't want it to go anywhere. And then I would tie this in a bow or a knot, whatever. And I don't mind that knot, that you can still see it. I don't care about that. So that's our gift box with a little tag, and that needs some gold. Or silver. You know what? I'm gonna do regular rhinestones on that one. So I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna do two. I'm gonna do a tiny one there. Actually, nope, just one. I like that. Just one. So that's our gift box. Now, like I said, I want to make a little card for the inside. So our box was 4x4. When I cut the paper for the bottom, that was just under 7.5 by 7.5. I was left with a strip that was like 3.5-ish. So that's what I decided I was going to use. I'm running out of room. I've got a scrap here. So here we go. So instead of just throwing that strip away, you know, when I cut the paper, Yep, 3.5. So 3.5 by 7, fold it in half. So this will be our card that I'll put on the inside. You could make it bigger. 4 by 4 would be a tight squeeze because that's how big the box is. So 3 3/4 would probably be ideal. But I liked how this ended up, that this was the strip that was left over. So I've got a strip of white for the inside that I can write in. So actually, let me just tape that in there. And actually, I was going to do the same thing for this one. I just wanted to have a little background. See, with these little square cards, I never know, do I want it to sit up like that or that? I think I'm going to go sideways with this one. The problem that I have with cards that you sit up like this is invariably they fall down. So I think I'm going to go that way. All right. And yep. This time I'm going to do some little, some of the wheat stamping. Just to give it some more, a different texture look. And I'm just going to do that like a couple of places. So my leaf, my big leaf is going to go here. So that's why I just want a couple of these little guys poking out from the side. Now the happy birthday, let's go back to this itty bitty birthdays. So I think I'm going to go with just this happy birthday right here. Man, I tell you, these, how the stamps have that sticky stuff on them, you really have to be careful because I have ripped a couple of my stamps pulling it off the case even. So I have since started, I don't necessarily put stickers on, but that's your choice. All right, so I'm going to stamp this in the Misty Moonlight on this strip of Seaside Spray. And then I'm going to hand cut that. Okay. And then while I have this out, I'm going to do a little tone on tone. This is leftover. Nice. All right, I'll clean that later. All right, trim, trim, trim. Now I want to cut out some of the other embossed leaves too, and I'll just show you that. So like I said, with these, they already have the texture built in. I'm going to cut these too. There is a foamy mat, but I don't feel the need to do any of that. I just put these right on here. Crank them through. Oops. And I get plenty of that embossed bit. I like it. All right, let's put these dies back. Get one more with the big leaf. I really do like this leaf. Actually, that's kind of in the way. put him back on. Now I will tell you, so far, all the leaves that I've cut, like while we've been doing this, they have not ended up like a perfect cut, and I'm not gonna cry about it. It's not the end of the world. Okay, let's try. Let's see if this last one. Funny. The last one perfect. After I just said that. Like, no, it's not perfect, but it's nice if it can be. Alright, just get these out of the way. And move all of this. So let me hand cut this guy. And then one more. That is good. What I'm looking for. Now this is just meant to be a, you know, quick little-ish card. The fact that I did all this die cutting of the leaves is, I wouldn't always do that for this size card, but why not, right? All right, so we're gonna put this here. This is how I think this is gonna go. And I want the greeting up here. And I'm gonna mount that with some minis. Mini dimensionals. Oops, that one's hanging off the edge. And I'll tell you, we're almost done. I see that it's 12. Almost finished. I want to show you two more things before I turn you loose. All right, so I'm gonna put that there. And let's add these guys. Put that in there. Is that straight? Yep. And then this one, he just needs some glue or a glue dot, because it's going to live right on top of the other leaves. All right, like that. Now in this case, I do want a little bit more of the braided twine, which, does anyone know where I put that? It's probably right in front of my face. This is what I get for trying to put stuff away. Oh, here we go. Got it. So I just want a little bit of I just want a little knot there. Because too much, you know, there's just not a whole lot of space here. I don't want to overwhelm it. So I just want a little knot of the same braided twine. And I'll get a glue dot. Oops, that didn't come off. So this glue dot is bigger than the knot. So can you see that? So in that case, let's just roll it over. And then that's fine. And we'll put it right there. All right, and that I feel like I'm gonna put a medium size. No, wait, looks like I only have two sizes. No, there's three. I'm going to do one here and one here. And actually, I think I'm going to leave that like that. So, cute, right? A nice little card. And you can see how this is going to sit right in here. It'll sit right in the box and fit. So, if you wanted to make an envelope, you certainly could. But I think it's just fine just to leave it in the box. So, now before I let you go, I wanted to show you one more thing. So, the Christmas card class, like I said, the RSVP is Monday. This next one is also by Monday. Same RSVP date. This is my Autumn Gilded Gem journal. And I just put a couple of pictures on the event. But I've got some acorn dangles, the gold metallic. Now I use the Love of Leaf set. You can use any leaf set that you want. But I made a couple, there's little pockets in here, little journaling pieces, and I suggested you use any and all leaf sets that you have. And I've got some, obviously some that aren't even from Stampin' Up, but so I made some tags. These kind of tags are just decorative. So like my intention is to do journaling and then put a picture on, or maybe I'll put the picture here. I don't know yet. But I would attach this tag. It's just something pretty to look at. These tags are meant to write on. I kept them plain. All right, and then just a little more little bits of stuff. This, I can journal on it, or I can add a picture, whatever I want. More journaling things that I used a little clip together, and I made a little corner pocket here. More bits and pieces. This is a belly band that you make for a journal, and then this folds out, and you can write on that. That's another little journaling bit. I like that. Another decorative tag, and another journaling. And I can, you can just keep those in there like that if you want. This is a card, a journaling card. You would, write stuff in there. And then again with the belly band. Another tag. More tags, little, these gilded autumn papers are just so pretty. And then this is a soft cover that I made with a file folder, which you're going to get 2 of the file folders. So you should have enough stuff to make 2 albums, really. And then paper, it includes cardstock, so you can stamp and punch out or die cut your own leaves, depending on what leaf set you use. These are just all the extras that I cut out. And after I put my pictures in, then I'll go back and add those. And then a little pocket here. And then the ribbon. So that's that. RSVP for this is also Monday, and there's more information on my blog, and I created events in Facebook for both of these. Crazy gorgeous. Thank you, Sue. I love it. And this is an old set, and this isn't even from us. But I've been having so much fun with learning different stuff about making journals, and some call them art journals, some call them junk journals, some call them different other things. It doesn't matter. It's just a little book, and you either put pretty stuff in it to like, that you like to look at, or you leave spaces that you can write in it. Like, I even thought that would be a good recipe, like family recipe book. You can make your own. So that's that. RSVP is Monday. What next? Oh, I just got this, and then I'll let you go. This isn't new. It's new to me. Peaceful Moments. I have to cut and mount that. But there's going to be a special bundle in November, and I just got it. And it is sneak peek projects from the Occasions catalog coming up. So this part, quite curvy, and the curvy dies. Let me just open these. I just got these yesterday. I'm going to enjoy these if I could get it out of the package. Here we go. Oh, of course I opened it the wrong side. All right, so all these curvy dies will match these words. And like I said, so this bundle is, we're getting it, it's an early purchase. So we're able to buy it early in November from the Occasions catalog. So that's that. Well, then they've also got a matching Christmas one and a pack of paper, which I realized I hadn't really bought any red or green Christmas paper. So, of course, what do you mean cut and mount? Oh, I mean, I like to trim. I'm not necessarily going to put the stickers on this, but I do, even though they're cut pretty good, they're never cut close enough for me. So that's what I mean, Dee, is I will go back in with some scissors and trim these up even more. And I may put the sticky stuff on the tiny stamps like this because I wouldn't want to lose those. But that's what that means. Okay, so this part of the bundle is this Christmas paper that is only for November. Although they'll probably say it's until supplies last. Who knows? And the Curvy Christmas set, which matches the dies. So you get all these 4 things, and it's like $70. These 2, the Christmas stuff, limited time. We're not going to be able to get those again. This stuff, the Quite Curvy and the dies, they will be in the Occasions catalog. But why not get it now and get the Christmas stuff, and then you save like 10%. So I'm getting the big bundle. But I'm going to be working on some stuff, and I think we can start showing samples. I don't know if we can do it now or if we have to wait till November. I'm going to have to check on that. So let's bring back all the stuff I made today. We got the card and the box, and then we made this card. And like I said, 6x6 piece of paper, and then we used the envelope. Covered our envelope too. So that's today's projects, and I hope you liked the my gather together stuff. I got to give some more love to all my leaf sets, so there will be more leaves coming. Several are already showing them. Okay, cool. Leslie, can you show the paper? Yep, I will do that, and then I am gonna sign off. Let me see. Like I said, I haven't even opened this. And the colors are Cherry Cobbler, Sahara Sand, Shaded Spruce, and Whisper White. And I may end up using these in one of my card classes later, either November or December. Oh, nice. So I hope there's multiples of things. Yeah, it is. Okay, so they've just organized it. And I'm pretty sure this leaf, there is a die. One of the dies will cut something similar. I like these prints. There's some, like generic stars. So we can use these after Christmas too, for sure. I'm gonna have to think about this. There might be a different class coming for this. So we'll see. All right, ladies. That's all I had today, so thanks for being here, and like I said, give me a thumbs up or a heart if you like stuff, and I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye.